Welcome back to Zach's in the Shop. I'm Zach. Most of the time when I make these videos, I record an intro just like this before I ever film any of the tests. I go ahead and introduce the tools, which I'll do in just a second, but this time I've done it after all the tests. And I will tell you, I was legitimately surprised at how this one turned out. So I hope you enjoy this one. This is the Hyper Tough, but which Hyper Tough? What are we talking about here? We have the brand new Hyper Tough 2-speed brushless hammer drill. It is so compact. When I first saw this, I was like, did they even put hammer drill stuff in here? Or was this one of like them foreign tool deals where you buy it and it arrives and it's like not even what you bought? But it actually is a hammer drill. We tested that and it made hammer drill noises and drilled through hammer drill stuff. So we have the Hyper Tough. It is the model number 80045, and it's going up against the Bauer brushless hammer drill sold at Harbor Freight. It's 2 speeds. We have it paired with a 1.5 amp hour battery because a 1.5 amp hour battery comes with the Hyper Tough. And I wanted to match up and see a fair competition. Turns out it wasn't as fair as I thought it was. Bauer comes with this handle, and there's a good reason why. The Bauer hammer drill is 3.23 pounds or 1,465 grams. The Hyper Tough hammer drill is 2.23 pounds or 1,010 grams. The Bauer hammer drill is 7 3/4 inches long. The Hyper Tough is much shorter at 6 1/2 inches long. The Bauer does have a ratcheting chuck. We're going to start on speed 1. The Bauer states it gets 450 RPMs on speed 1. That seems way off. The Bauer appears to be going extremely slow. Let me try to put it on drill. That's a little bit better. That RPM was way different when I had it on clutch setting number 1. So this is the drill setting. There's hammer drill and drill. Now let's try level 1. That's more like it. Level 2. The Hyper Tough has 2 separate dials, one for the clutch and then one to go between drill, fastener, and hammer drill, which is, we'll see how inconvenient or convenient that turns out to be. Both chucks are metal as well. Speed 1. And speed 2. Edge goes to the Hyper Tough there. The Bauer was much heavier than the Hyper Tough, the Bauer weighing in at 1.46 kilograms compared to the Hyper Tough at just over a kilogram. The Hyper Tough is a very compact tool at 6.5 inches long compared to the Bauer, which is 7 3/4 inches long. The RPM of the Bauer was 1,713 and the Hyper Tough was a little bit higher at 1,830. I've drilled several holes in this pine 3-inch slab, and I have 2 different sizes of holes. On this end we have smaller holes to go with these smaller screws. I'm going to run these screws in with each one of the drills on high speed in line with this torque adapter. The torque adapter will measure the peak torque that the drill reaches while driving in that screw. This will be our peak torque in high speed. As we travel down to the other end, we have some larger holes. We'll be using a much larger screw because low speed has much more torque, especially on some of these drills. So we have a large screw here, the same torque adapter. We'll give each drill 3 tries to get peak torque numbers. First up, we have the Hyper Tough. .33. Second run with the Hyper Tough. 36. Final run with the Hyper Tough. 35. So 36 is our high torque number, and that's in inch pounds. Here's our Hyper Tough in low speed where we should have some higher torque. We'll be using the Omega screw. Here is our first run on low speed. $1.29. Not bad, not bad. Here goes run number 2 with the Hyper Tough. $1.23. Here goes run number 3 with the Hyper Tough. We got 126. So the high score for the Hyper Tough, about 130. All right, here's test 1 for the Bauer, if we can actually do it. 81. 81 for the Bauer. Wow. Bauer's tough, bruh. Bauer power again. 89. Good grief. Bauer ain't no joke. Bauer gonna meet you on the playground and take your lunch money. Bauer power, number 3. $100 inch-pounds in high speed? Are you kidding me? Next up is our Bauer on low speed, and our Bauer comes with a handle, which I'm going to attach for this test because I do not want my body to be writhed and moved in an unholy manner. The Bauer connects with the threaded insert right here, and I kind of like that instead of having a thing that clips over, having a threaded insert. We'll see how that holds up, if it breaks out or not, but initially I like the idea. It seems like it's pretty tough in there too, but you know, I'll probably break it later today. The first run on low speed with the Bauer. $225. 225. Just for reference, that is better than when I did my 3 compact drill comparison between DeWalt, Ryobi, and Makita. That's higher than all those, I believe. I have to go back and check. Maybe not the DeWalt, but definitely than the Ryobi and Makita. But this isn't a compact drill either. But it is a $49 drill, and that's compact price. All right, run number 2 with the mighty Bauer. Okay. $209. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I love these impact sockets. These are 3/8 Milwaukee, and you can see them so easily, and they work so well. I just love these. They're wonderful. I thought I'd tell you guys because this is about tools. All right, final run for the mighty Bauer. Here we go. $208. 208. So we peaked out about 225. We stayed over 200, but pretty daggone good from the Bauer. Bauer Power, which should be their theme song and logo. Bauer Power. But they don't listen to me. High-speed torque was a real blowout where the Hyper Tough came in at 36 and the Bauer was almost 3 times greater at 100. As far as low-speed torque, the Bauer really housed the Hyper Tough at 225 inch-pounds compared to the Hyper Tough 129 inch-pounds. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but I hate to give out these bold predictions, but I feel like I'm going to do a bold prediction now, an Omega level prediction, if you will. I purchased these Bauer spade bits, they're self-feeding spade bits, by the way. They were on clearance, and I was like, man, these are pretty nice. I've had these before. And now we're going to test and see which drill is faster. Here's where my prediction is based. If the Bauer drill can get 100 inch-pounds of power in high speed, and the Hyper Tough gets 35, and in low speed the Bauer goes up above 200 and the Hyper Tough goes to 130, I believe, and my bold prediction is, that the Hyper Tough is about to get housed badly. We have a fresh Hyper Tough battery. We're going to start with a 3/8 spade bit self-feed and work our way all the way up to a 1-inch spade bit. I'm going to start on high speed and only switch if the drill cannot complete the test. 3, 2, 1. The Hyper Tough cannot complete this on high speed, so I have to complete it on low speed. Got a boo-boo somehow. Oh, there's blood all over me. What the world? Who else gets cut in their shop and doesn't realize where it came from or how it happened? If I give away any of these tools, I'll make sure to clean all the blood off of them, guaranteed. The Hyper Tough still has 4 bars on the battery. We're going to unleash what I like to call Bauer power. I put the handle on because the Bauer deserves it. We're in high speed, 3/8, first hole. A little bit more trouble on that one, but we got it. We made it, but it stalled out a couple times. We have our 1-inch. I'm going to try to do it here on high speed, even though it likely won't work because we stalled out a couple times in that last run. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Well, it did stall out, but I was able to restart it and it still made pretty good progress. So perhaps it cuts out a little early. That's fine. Protect the equipment, but the Bauer, all the holes on high speed. The Bauer still has 3 circles. In the next test, I have one of these little landscape dividers here, and we're going to use our masonry bits to drill into this and see how well we drill into it with our hammer drills. I have these brand new Hercules 6-piece masonry drill bit sets that go from 5/32 to 1/2. We'll try to use every single one of these and see how these drills do. Does it need to move into a lower gear? Maybe. We'll see what happens. And that's all she wrote, for that one anyway. Now it's time for our Bauer power. We're going to start with the smallest bit, see how the Bauer does compared to the Hyper Tough. We got some holes right here, and what we're going to do with these holes, we're going to fill them with this here screw and some few other just like it, and we're going to see how these clutch settings work on both these drills. We're going to put it on the first clutch setting, and then a midway clutch setting, and then the final clutch setting, and we'll see how much torque it'll apply to these screws before it cuts out. The Hyper Tough is going first. I have it in, let's go ahead and put them in low speed, and I have it set to 1. We have 0 inch-pounds. It did not register on the number 1 clutch setting. Let's have some of that ASMR that everybody likes. It looks like there's 21 clutch settings. So let's take it to 11. It stopped at 24 inch-pounds. Let's dial this party up to 21. Got up to 41 inch-pounds at clutch setting 21. Now it's the mighty Bauer's turn. I have the torque adapter in line here, and we're going to start right on clutch setting number 1. "39 inch-pounds. That is not good if you want to have a clutch that stops you before putting much pressure on a fastener. 39 is a shade high. Now we're going to try number 9, like the Beatles. Number 9, number 9.
Number 9.
It drove the screw all the way in and went to 94 inch-pounds. That's a pretty good amount of force for a midway clutch setting. Let's take it up to 18. We might need a bigger screw for this. Good grief, let me get a bigger screw. Maximum clutch setting, 18. Well, it drove it almost all the way in and maxed out at 166. That's not what you want to see in a drill, where you want to be able to put the clutch on and work with more delicate fasteners. That's overpowered right there, so a definite weakness for the Bauer. So let's look at the numbers. We have the Hyper Tough 80045 and the Bauer 2092CR-B. Both of them are 20 volts nominal. The weight goes to the Hyper Tough at just over a kilogram compared to 1.465 kilograms for the Bauer. Each of these different categories will receive a score, and at the end we'll tally up the scores and we'll see which drill turns out to be the best. You can go ahead and guess in your mind and see what you think up there, and then we'll compare. The Hyper Tough was the most compact at 6.5 inches long compared to the Bauer at 7.75 inches long. In the torque area, that's where the Bauer really takes over. 100 inch-pounds of high-speed torque for the Bauer compared to the Hyper Tough at 36 inch-pounds, which the 36 isn't abnormal at all for like a standard drill driver, but the Bauer is just above and beyond. As far as low-speed torque, this is where the torque is the highest for almost every single drill, except for a broken drill. Low-speed torque, 129 inch-pounds for the Hyper Tough, very similar to the Ryobi and the Makita compacts that I tested. The Bauer, very similar to the DeWalt Atomic at 225 inch-pounds of low-speed torque, so really good for the Bauer. The RPM of the Bauer is a little bit less than the Hyper Tough, 1713 compared to 1830. So the next category is torque per inch. That is how many inch-pounds of torque per inch of drill length. The Hyper Tough has 19.8, so almost 20, and the Bauer is almost at a saucy 30 inch-pounds at 29. The price of the Hyper Tough is $45. That's the whole kit. To make a Bauer kit, about the best I could do was $99, and some of that you have to be very patient to get. So $99 is the best that I can do there. So the final score is Bauer on top at 245, Hyper Tough coming in second at 198. And as more drill drivers and hammer drills appear on these lists, you'll see a lot more names on the list. We'll show you the complete category, but for right now, it's just these two until I add some more. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope your holiday is going great right up till Christmas. We'll have more videos. I asked you guys on YouTube what you wanted to see next. I hope you guys voted. So that's coming up very soon, next weekend. And God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you on the next one.